Greetings, fellow collectors. This time I'm going to bring you Micronauts. I recently decided to do a Micronauts blog when an online magazine contacted me and asked me if I'd start doing toy reviews. And I thought, well, I'm going to do a picture review, but why not, since I have them out, do a video blog for my friends too. I was first introduced to these in the 70s when my cousin Michael was collecting them. And I remember he had Baron Karza, and he had the Force Commander with the 2 horses that came with it. But later on, whenever I started dating Tony, he introduced me to Micronauts again. And there's quite a few of them I like. I like Acro Year, and I like the 2 commanders here. And Biotron, Tony introduced me to. This is his favorite, actually. He's got little tire threads. With these toys getting so old, though, they start to brittle. They're from the late 70s, mid and late 70s. But they are very fragile, and they come apart. They snap together, a lot of them. Like the 2 warriors here, their pieces come off. They're magnetized. You could even, like, as a kid, you could take pieces off. Well, the head comes off very easily. But you could take the pieces off, like off the horses, because they're magnetized too. See if I can show you one here. See where that magnetized? Take the horse's head off, and usually let Tony do this, but it's just magnetized, so it's. And then you would snap one of the parts like that. Not a lot of these vehicles like this was magnetized, especially these 2 here. And this little guy here is magnetized too. He's a later year one. And anyhow, I am going to leave this like this for now and show you some of the other cool items. See a stand there. I think he's already fit. Put him back together later because I want to show you some of this other stuff. A lot of these toys are very fragile, very brittle. I just noticed my Acro Year. This was a re-release a few years ago. It's brittle just like the original, and the arms cracked on me, so I'm going to have to get me another Acro Year because I really love that figure. I'd love to get the original, which is something that I'll show you on these. If Tony can do a close-up on these figures, these booklets here would show you the figures out at that time period. And you look on the other side and it would show you more. The Micronauts guides. There's all kinds of vehicles. Like there was actually there was the hydrocopter, which is one of them right here. You can tell I'm cheating because I don't know entirely all the names. But like I said, I'm just getting into it. Tony introduced me to it a couple years ago, and I was like fascinated with it, and I was like, I remember these, and this is what I want to do my first blog on. For you Transformer fans, this was something earlier on that brought on Transformers, just like Diaclones. This was the time era where robots were still new, and recently, I'd say about 2004, 2005, they started releasing them again, and they magnetized just like the originals. Their legs, I noticed the newer ones though, they don't lock in as good as the original ones. The magnets must have just been sturdier. Like a lot of toys, they reissue them, they're not always as good as the originals. But I did notice they do crack. You keep them in your closet, and we had them stored, and they already started cracking different parts of them. They're just very fragile. Anyhow, till next time, hope you enjoyed the blog. Screamers.